Check it out, Betty Scrap right here with AP.
Hey, Peasy in this Beezy.
We're right here at the fucking, what's the name of this fucker?
Whatever the fuck we
On the
wanted to
bench,
be.
on the bench.
On the
and shit.
benches.
You know, sitting in the park and shit, all that, you know what I mean? I mean, how many conversations are
This is a long time. This is a long time coming, bro.
Actually, how many conversations are made and shit where people are just kicking it, waiting for the. So we just talking about random shit, you know what I mean? Mainly because tonight was a fucking night where we expected something that didn't happen, but
We
didn't
looking
expect
fly and
nothing
shit.
really.
We looking fly.
I didn't really expect nothing anyways, though.
I mean, we never really do. Because we always have fun anyway, but we
But
kind of, it was a little something extra in there, right?
yeah, it was something like some ugly air.
I was about to say.
Maybe because it was hot all day and shit.
Mushroom
Like
top?
everybody looked all tired or something, or maybe they were too tired to fix themselves up.
I think that was more of a prep
You
work.
know what I'm saying? But
This about us. It ain't about them.
we're talking a little bit of shit. But I mean, I guess that happens when you have disappointment, right?
Beautiful days, summer. I wouldn't say disappointed.
I wasn't disappointed, you know, but I kind of was, only because I wasn't really going out. I just wanted to go out and have a brew, right? But at the same time, it's like nice to have some topics to talk about. Like, oh, check out that nice.
I was about to say, just nice things to look at, right?
Feel me, you know what I mean?
Por
But
favor,
we
por
did have a
favor.
lot of words to say, you know what I mean? But we clown anyway. I know I clown constantly, you know what I mean? You know, so we were using words like, I kind of got hungry.
This is the culmination of something that's been building for a minute, bro. How many? What we been doing these last couple weeks? We've been really getting some shit together, right?
Yeah, as far as for production, as far as producing, really. And when I say that, I'm just not talking about the music that we are involved in and shit. I'm Benny Scrap, AP. We be cutting music up also, but more so producing as far as anything we do, we're doing, right? So been
At a high level.
like 24/7 and shit, just like
Cerebral, fun, the whole shebang, bro. It's been that. It's not a dichotomy. It's an all-encompassing thing.
You know what it is? It's
What?
like I've been hearing the fucking like motivational speakers and shit, and the crazy thing about it, what you're trying to explain, is exactly what we're doing. Because there hasn't been, well, I took one day off, and this is going almost on 2 weeks now straight. You don't want to do something, you still go and do it, you know what I mean? In order to achieve whatever goal that you're going after, you know what I mean, in life or whatever, you know?
But what goals are we talking about more specifically? We talked about manifesting, not taking dreams. We don't deal in dreams,
Right.
bro. We are able and capable. It's about taking it a notch up and taking it serious. This is the result.
I mean, if you've ever seen those motivational speakers and shit like that, and I mean, a lot of that shit's true, you know what I mean? It's just your mindset as far as getting to what it is you want to get to. But the shit I was tripping out on is that, well, whenever you're doing your shit, doors start opening. And that shit is straight, it
You
happens.
live that. You're living that.
Yeah, because shit is like falling in my, like for instance, okay, I've been working on my mom's who passed recently, and she left, you know, as an heir to her estate, you know, a mobile home, and I was pulling out the turf off the stairs and shit, and went and bought some like carpet and shit like that, right? But then I was like, you know what? I know somebody who fucking does this for a fucking living. So boom, hollered, and boom, he took me a grip of shit, a lot of it. You know what I mean?
Name drop.
Marty, my bad.
Much
my
love.
bad.
Yeah, no disrespect.
I didn't expect it, and boom, you know, it's just like you said, resources. You know what I mean?
Network resources, but the most important thing, man, because if it wasn't for that, we still be talking about it instead of doing this damn thing right now.
Yeah, straight
And
up.
I'm gonna tip my cap to my boy right here, because in the biggest time, this man stepped up. And he's been going through some shit like we always go through. And we've had some very, very deep, emotional conversations that have gotten us to this point. And we're not going to get all into that. But I would like to shine a light on my brother here. Rest in peace, Norma Ramos.
Right. That's moms.
I had a fortunate, just organic meeting. I've known Benny for over 20 years. Yeah. And I've heard about it. And just randomly, I had the opportunity to meet her. And this is my G right here. I hope he wouldn't leave me in the fight like that. But he kind of left me to his mom's, and it's not that she's intense. She just gave off an essence of
she's
be real.
Yeah.
Don't try to play me.
Nah, you won't be able to. She'll smell that shit out.
And I spoke with her briefly. It was very positive, and little did any of us know that in less than 10 days that she would no longer be with us.
Yeah.
But that brings me to the most important part. My guy right here took that opportunity when most crumble, feel sorry for themselves, want to make it about themselves. He took the opportunity to improve himself and step up and lead his family in a dire moment. She was a pillar of his family. And we miss her. We will. But the thing I'm most proud of is what he did. And I've been telling him about it ever since he did it. You want to talk about it or you want me to talk about it?
Hand up.
I met Norman. And it was rather insignificant at the time. But after she passed, I was very concerned about Benny. That's his mom's. He's a real one. I didn't know how he was going to respond or take it. We talked a lot. He trusted me a lot. And thank you for that. And I came down the day before his mother's funeral. He asked me if I could make it.
Yeah.
He'd appreciate the support. I fuck with this cat for a long time. Mostly solid. We've had our own issues. Brothers fight, but they don't separate. He trusted me enough. And I'm gonna tell you, he let down none. I was watching him like a hawk. I did not know what to expect from him. But everybody that was there that day knows exactly what I'm talking about. And if you were there and you don't, then you wasn't there. My man stepped up to the plate and represented his mother and celebrated her life with a bonus challenge moving forward for the family, exhibiting leadership. But the coldest thing was how he was able to captivate the crowd and really appeal to the need at hand. It wasn't about Benny. It was all about her. But in that moment, he was able to transcend himself and deliver the message that I swear to God would have made his mom cry on sight. What was the first thing I said to you? It was unexpected. Some people, through their trauma, and I'm not here to trauma compare, but my man was devastated. And what makes me most proud of him is he let all that shit aside And he rose to the occasion. And he led his family in the time of need. I don't know if he even wanted to do it. We talked about that. We don't do what we want to do. We grown ass men. When's the last time I did something? I don't know. But this is definitely not what we wanted. And I told him multiple times, and I'm fucking not easy to impress. I'm the hardest to impress. And that's the moment that I knew that me and my guy, we were as intertwined as we needed to be. He was so in the moment. And anybody that was there that heard the words, the way he put them together, the things he said, and the grace he showed, I was speechless. He came back, composed. I was expecting a different scene. You know, everybody doesn't handle things as mature as they should in the moment. But the first thing I said to him was how proud I was of him.
Thank you.
Because that shit ain't easy. But it's in those tough times where you show your pedigree. Everybody doesn't have it. This isn't a dick measuring contest. It was never really intended. I never really expected to have this conversation. But in that moment, he had the whole crowd captive. He was so into the feelings and the things he was sharing with his family. He doesn't really recall much. I was watching him like a hawk, and I know Norma is smiling down on us. That's why we're here.
Reason being is that judgment, blaming. You know, I mean, there's a lot of ugly that occurs with anger and fucking grief, you know, and
emotions.
Everybody wants to fucking blame somebody for this and that, you know what I mean? And the thing about it is that I know my mom. My mom wouldn't have wanted that, you know what I mean? Especially in how it was going down without answers, you know? So everybody could
lot of
have
speculation,
their,
right?
Exactly. And
Finger pointing.
all that, you know, and the thing about it is that nobody knew, so it's cabron when you're fucking right there assuming shit, you know, about some serious shit that just could really fucking knock a motherfucker down to the point of like, oh my god, you know. So morally speaking, it's just wrong.
Hypocritical even in some instances.
It's mean, you know. I mean, if something did go wrong or whatnot, you know what I mean. Regardless, moms ain't coming back, but I just know that my mom, who had a great big heart, would say, "No, it's okay. You know, it's okay." And for that reason, I knew, you know, because I knew my mom well enough to know that. So I defended her name, and I put fucking spotlight to the people who felt that they were doing wrong in the first place without saying any names. So guilty fucking conscience is a motherfucker, you know. People could be like, oh, he was talking to me exactly and this and that, but was I? You know what I mean? That's their own fucking guilty conscience. And you know what? So if you're gonna fucking feel bad about doing something or saying something, you shouldn't fucking do it. Right? I mean, because then you're like, oh, are you saying this and that and that and this and this? Now, I'm not saying, what I'm saying is that that's bullshit, chicken shit, and it's not right, and my mom wouldn't want it. So next time anybody fucking stands on fucking trying to blame somebody or judge and shit, remember my hefa and shit, because I want you to know that she's looking right there and saying, nah, that's not cool. So I put that on my mom to remember her each time when you start thinking about judging somebody and fucking pointing aim on somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because it's bullshit, you know what I mean? And everybody's hurt and missing my mom, but with that ugly nature involved in the same fucking room,
it's embarrassing, right?
It's horrible. So
it's not uniting of the family.
Fuck no, everybody, everybody's right there hugging and being like, oh, I'm sorry, and this and that, you know what I mean? Yeah, but then they turn like,
they have their ulterior motives, right?
Or angry and fucking,
or narratives that they're trying to force upon others.
Yeah,
when it's not even about them.
And it's just a cold, ugly nature and shit, you know what I mean? And have that ugly fucking vibe in the same room. I was shutting that shit down right away to the point where I had to say it more than once. So that's what I did, you know what I mean? Because it needed to be done.
I'm gonna interject. That was one of the most. That was one of the more higher moments. Like, I noticed he was my brother before, but when one loses one gains one. When one loses one gains one.
And I appreciate you, dog, because you know what? And I'm seeing that, you're voicing it more than I'm even realizing, but check it. I guess, my mind's all over the place because I'm dealing with this and this and this and that. Sometimes I don't mean to, but it did click to me right now and shit that fucking, let me tell you, the reason why he was there and I asked him to be there is because myself, I was scared to be the motherfucker that could come out of me that has been known to come out of me.
This is destiny.
So I needed somebody, because not that I can't control myself and shit, but temper and things like that are cabron, and emotions that you can't control to a point will really fucking take you under when you step over a line. So I just needed some little bit of fucking, if I get close to the line and shit,
you knew I bring him back.
So he was homie, brother, to the point where I needed somebody to just in case.
Long-winded, brother, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Fuck fear. You know what scares me the most about myself now is how much I'm not fucking scared. Because there's nothing to be scared of. You have a dream, you have an ambition. It's a decision.
I got one more thing that I said that I need to change and do. Because we all got to change on ourselves. Check it. Is to ask for help. Anybody out there and shit who wants to fucking see, let me see what Betty Scrap's all about and shit. He's putting his shit on the line. He wants a mic and he wants the stage and shit. And if you have any fucking, maybe you have a spot, a club or whatever, fucking invite me. I'll roll it up and shit, you know what I mean? Because it's that time. It's that time. And
I'll negotiate a good deal for you. And if you a real motherfucker, it ain't about the money.